its own flavor, and it's so. Let's actually talk about that for a minute. You obviously. I think I just saw. Weren't you doing? You did a movie premiere out in L.A. Right? Was it the
Sisters of Vengeance?
Sisters of Vengeance. See,
yes, we did it here actually.
Okay.
We did it here in Fort Lauderdale at the Savor Cinema.
Yes.
And we are doing one this Sunday. Hey, you guys want to come?
Oh my God.
You can join us. It's going to be in Coral Gables.
Oh, in Coral Gables.
Yeah, in a very nice venue. And it's at 12 p.m. I'll send you guys the invitation. And it's a great short film. You know, the message is very meaningful. It's about human trafficking.
I saw that.
Sex, slavery, and all that topic that now is coming. You know,
People
afloat.
need to know about it. They do.
I didn't know much about it myself.
I've been fortunate to talk to people to be educated about it over the years, and I can't even talk about it. It kind of gets me so.
Because you have kids. So.
Yes, I do, and it's one of those things that
It's the number one crime in the world, and also like the organs trafficking as well.
Yeah, so it's good you're getting the message out, and that, yes, I would like to come see it. So that's and how did that movie come? How did that short come about?
It's a short film,
right?
And obviously, they would love to make the long film, or a series about it. The director actually have written a lot of episodes, but this is mainly the director's story that he had, put together, and I am playing a homicide detective.
Oh, okay.
And the funny thing,
you're the detective.
The detective. The funny thing is that I also worked on a film. I did the audition for Sisters of Vengeance, and they didn't start filming until this year.
Okay.
The beginning of the year. But I did the audition about 2 years ago as a homicide detective. And then I did an audition for another film that already was shown on Amazon Prime. And I auditioned for the same case as an FBI agent role, also investigating human trafficking. I played Secret Society number 2, an FBI agent who is after this trafficker that is trafficking girls for almost 2 decades. He's been on the street for a while now. So now Secret Society number 3 is coming out, which Carlitos from Universal Casting, I took him to the premiere.
Oh, it was amazing. We need a pan on Carlos.
And he...
Andres is in there too.
And he's waiting like crazy.
Best experience. Best experience. Oh, wow.
It was amazing.
I know he enjoyed it so much, and then we were on the first road, and he is waiting to come with me to the premiere of Secret Society 3.
He's like nodding over there.
Like a baby. He's waiting. I'm going to bring him because I know he liked the movie so much. He really liked it.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing.
Okay, we're saving that. We're going to save that for him now.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about that.
So
that's great.
So this role on Secret Society number 3, also as an FBI, was a gift because Miasha, the writer, this is a novel. And she has a lot of followers from her writing these novels, Secret Society, and then became Secret Society number 1 and number 2 and number 3. And she really brought me back again for Secret Society number 3 and the grand finale. And she wrote a very significant part for me, and I was so grateful. And it was a great, great role. Vivica Fox is in it.
Oh, wow.
Vivica Fox is in it, and it's a good film.
That's wonderful. It is. And that's the great part when you get a role, like you said, because I could see it in your eyes as an actor when you can have that moment where the writer and the actor have that ability to here's the character I want to play, and you can lean into it, and it's so much more rich, and that's where you get a good character. I'm working on a project now, and I'm starting with the character. I know, and it's so much easier to write. I don't know how a writer can. I mean, yes, you can imagine what they look like they do, and then you go to the casting, and that's why you see different things. But when you really have that talent in mind, and you know it, like you know something, you're like, oh, I have the role for you. And
exactly.
And those are 90% of the time, probably, whatever number percentage it is, but those are the breakout roles. That's when
and that is happening to me now, which is amazing. I had an amazing meeting today about another film. What is wonderful that I was going to tell you, based on what you're telling me, that doing also very rewarding story as an actor about real life stories or things that are really happening, but not fiction. But when you can work towards to really bring that message out there, I mean, it's very significant as an actor. And writers now, they're getting to know me, so they're bringing more projects to me that are already written for me. And that's great because it's a new experience for me, from being a dancer to being an actor and experiencing and working very hard to polish my craft and going to New York City and working with my acting coach. And you know, acting is not easy. So when you start getting credibility and writers, you know, seeing you as the character and writing for you is such a gift, especially when it's meaningful. And I've been so lucky because the stories that I'm able to work on now as an actor, they are all real life stories.
Yeah,
real
it's very
life stories.
fulfilling, I'm sure. Very
fulfilling. And actually, I'm also working now on another great story about Miami River Cops. It's a case that happened here in Miami in 1985. And that's going to be an incredible story.
Wow, I'm excited.
Bringing it to the screen, especially here in Miami. So I might end up doing just like real life stories. Who knows?
That's
unless you have something for me.
There might have been a phone call we're chatting about. I might have had
Jade. You gotta work the magic.
Jade knows about it.
I do know things. I don't know if I can say things yet, but I do know
Tell us,
things.
Victor. I'm going to interview you now.
delicious
I'm going to interview you now.
I'm looking for Jade to save me while I have a drink with a question.
Well, Victor, you're so talented. Can you tell us a little bit what you're working on now?
No. Well, I will say this much, and I'm not deflecting the question, but I'm just saying when you made a point, which is you are going to New York. I know you've done a bunch of stuff in LA, and when I had the chance to work with you and we started working on that, I saw you. You know, there's a thing we all say: take direction, but it's not. I know you're smiling, and everybody in acting space knows that. Depending on what does that mean? How do you take direction as an actor, and what is the director trying to communicate? And therein lies the rub of how do you get. But what was interesting is, I'm very blessed to be able to work with really good talent, and sometimes I see talent that's working their way up, if you will, and they take a lot more direction. When we worked on that, when we pulled up earlier, which we'll have to go back to, maybe I'll post it. I'll post it in the link below so everybody can see it.
We didn't have any volume,
better
and
yet.
I'm sure they want to hear it.
Right, so I'll put it in the link. On the link, and then you can click on it on YouTube, and you'll see the link.
Yes.
We'll make it. But we actually did that with a friend of mine who did the most ridiculous self-tape. When they asked you, tell me about yourself and stuff, he rambled on for literally 5 minutes about llamas and mittens on gophers. He created an entire business model because they just want to hear you talk and get to know you.